Welcome to our channel. This is the story of Tara and her grandpa who lived in a big city. They were best friends and loved solving mysteries together. One day, Tara was bored at home while her Grandpa Tito was taking a nap. All of a sudden, she heard some strange noises from the attic. She got really scared and ran to hide behind the sofa. What if it's just her imagination? So she slowly started moving towards the attic stairs. And just as she reached out to open the door, she heard a loud crash followed by a deep voice. When she finally peeked inside, she saw her grandpa kneeling down beside a wooden trunk. He looked very excited. "Tara, my girl, come here quick. Look what I found in your Nana's trunk, a lunchbox, an old dusty lunchbox." Then he held it up in the air. The box had a faded drawing of a smiling sun on it. "Wow, this looks ancient," said Tara, surprised. How could anyone forget something like this? As she moved closer to inspect it, she noticed that the faded design on the box started to glow. This made her very suspicious. What was so special about this lunchbox? Was it dangerous? Should she touch it? Suddenly, her grandpa reached out to grab her hand. "Why don't we open this together? I have a feeling we are in for a surprise." The moment the lid opened, the room filled with a magical hum. "Tara, my girl, try this lunchbox. It might tick or it might TOCK," said her grandfather, winking at her. But before she could say a word, the lunchbox started glowing brightly. A whirlwind of swirling colors appeared around them, and before they knew it, they were sucked right into the box. They found themselves in a mysterious place surrounded by tall trees covered in vines. Strange plants grew everywhere. Tara noticed a baby dinosaur sniffing bubbles. It looked cute and friendly. "Hello," said Tara cautiously. "Are you a real dinosaur?" The dino seemed to understand her. It took a step back, and suddenly its mother appeared. She was huge and roared loudly, startling them both. But when Tara offered her a delicious-looking mango from the Tiffin, the dino calmed down and ate it. Then the time-traveling Tiffin glowed again. "Next stop, somewhere safe, please," said Bubbles, hoping to be far away from the dino. With a flash of light, they were whisked off to their next adventure. They arrived in a shiny, futuristic city. Tall glass buildings touched the clouds, and flying cars zoomed through the sky. Kids with robot arms and legs ran around playing. Tara couldn't believe her eyes. "Look, Grandpa Tito, we're in the future." A friendly robot approached them and said, "Welcome, new student. Please report to Robo Classroom." Before Bubbles could protest, the robot had already grabbed his hand and pulled him along. "I didn't study for this," cried Bubbles. But Tara laughed and said, "Don't worry, Bubbles, I'll rescue you. Gotta go. Thanks, robot pals." And with that, she chased after them. The robot classroom was amazing. There were interactive screens everywhere. Robots sat at desks working on their robot projects. A robot dog walked up to Tara and wagged its tail. She petted it, and it licked her hand. In the middle of the class, a teacher robot announced, "Today we will learn about sharing and making new friends." The robot students cheered. Tara sat down at a desk and unpacked her solar sandwich from the time-traveling Tiffin. Suddenly, the Tiffin glowed again. "Oh, no, what now?" asked Bubbles. Tara smiled and said, "This means lunchtime. Who wants to join me for a cosmic wrap?" All the robot students raised their hands. After they finished their delicious space snacks, it was time to leave. With a flash of light, the Tiffin whisked them away to their next destination. They landed in a hot and sunny place. Tara and Bubbles looked around and realized they were in the middle of a desert surrounded by tall pyramids. The shining sun beat down on them, and the hot sand made their paws and bellies uncomfortable. "Pharaoh, look over there. Is that a cat?" Tara gasped. The Pharaoh hurried over and exclaimed, "Is that the sacred golden cat from legend?" Suddenly, the cat rubbed against Bubbles, purring loudly. "Sacred me? I like the sound of that," replied Bubbles proudly. Tara, however, was exhausted. Time traveling is exhausting. Can we go home now? But just then, the golden temple appeared in front of them. Intricate carvings decorated its walls, and a warm glow emanated from within. Let's take a break and explore, suggested Tara. Inside the temple, rows of pillars held up the ceiling, and sunlight streamed through small openings, creating playful patterns on the floor. Then Bubbles noticed something amazing. Look, Pharaoh, everyone is staring at you. Are you a god? The Pharaoh's attendants rushed forward and shouted, "Long live the king." They lifted Bubbles onto a golden throne and placed a crown on its head. Meanwhile, Tara noticed a scratching post covered in catnip right outside the window. She opened it and said, "Come on, Bubbles, let's get out of here before they make you a mummy." Just as they slipped out the window, a group of men carrying spears blocked their path. "Stop, intruders, and explain why you have disturbed our pharaoh." Tara quickly hid behind a pillar. Oh, we're trapped. Help, please." As the men closed in on Bubbles, the golden cat leaped gracefully between the pillars, dodging their spears with ease. She led them to the back of the temple where a hidden passage lay concealed. Together, they crawled through the dark tunnel. It twisted and turned until they finally emerged outside, greeted by the refreshing sight of a camel cloud. "Quick, let's hop on and get out of here before they change their minds," said Tara. In an instant, they were whisked away in a swirl of vibrant colors, soaring high above the clouds. As they descended, they spotted their familiar house in the distance. "Here we go again," sighed Bubbles. With a gentle pop, they found themselves back in Tara's house. Sunlight streamed through the windows, illuminating dust particles dancing in the air. Grandpa Tito stirred from his nap and asked, "Tara, how was lunch? That was quick. Did you enjoy it?" Tara grinned and replied, "It was epic, Dino approved, robot tested, Pharaohs certified." She opened the Tiffin again and out popped a note saying, "Adventure approved. See you next lunch. Can we go home now?" asked Bubbles, hoping for a cozy evening at the house. "Same time tomorrow?" whispered Tara, unable to resist the lure of more adventures. Grandpa Tito smiled, knowing that his granddaughter's thirst for exploration would always bring new stories to their home. And that's all for today. We hope you enjoyed the magical journey of Tara and her time-traveling Tiffin. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. Which era would you love to visit the most? Ancient Egypt, dinosaur times, or the futuristic future? Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon to never miss out on our fun adventures. You can also watch us on other streaming platforms.